lost again in my own mind. Listening to Jimmy with a bottle of whiskey and a glass of wine. Ceiling's words, they are echoing through my head. What could it feel?
Hi there, this is Danger Canadian Content Productions, live from Factory Gastropub on the Danforth. We are here, I'm the Moose, and today we're talking to Rory Taillon. Welcome.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Good. Not bad. But I wasn't in Oshawa last night, and you were.
Yeah.
So
that was a good time.
That was a good time as well. And gigs are really where we tend to. Well, we saw you, I think, first of all, with the Return for Refund release in the Bovine.
Yeah.
That was a fun night.
That was crazy.
It was a bit insane. I don't know about you, I lasted 3 bands in the end.
Okay.
And that's unusual for me because we normally go to the end. But
right.
The only way getting home was to leave after 3. So fortunately that was you, Return for Refund, and then there was another one. There was another one in Come to Me. But that was a really, really good night, and obviously that gave us an opportunity to sort of to catch up. Have you been on the road ever since? It feels as though you've actually been running around all over the place.
Pretty much. I'm pretty much constantly on the road. It's like little breaks, but yeah, I'm doing a 5-day tour right now with Brooklyn Doran.
Yeah. And then how do you? I mean, you're not hoteling this. Where do you stay? You stay with friends or family, or
it's a bit of everything.
A bit of car.
Yeah, bit of car, a bit of family, a bit of friends, sometimes a hotel.
Yeah.
The opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, I'm cognizant that Brooklyn's got she's on the road, she's trying to do, I think, 200, is it 100 gigs?
100 gigs this year.
100 gigs this year, and she's really pushing that, so.
Last night I think was 55 or 6 for her, I think, this year, and then she's going, Tuesday she's leaving on a West Coast tour.
Right, okay.
So I think she's going to hit it.
I think she's going to hit it. It would be good to be at number 100 though, wouldn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you count the gigs at all? I mean, in the same way or not? Or is it just the way they count?
I used to. And then now I'm like, when I talk to Brooklyn, I'm like, oh, how many have I done this year?
Well, we're counting bands we see this year just because we do.
Right.
And we're up to the end of June, took us through 188. So we have been pushing the envelope this year, certainly.
Nice.
But it's good fun. Well, it's good because live for me, I don't know about anybody else. Live for me, that's really, it just shows that it works. Do you know what I mean? You can do an awful lot of incredibly brilliant things in the studio.
Yeah.
Replicating that live or getting out live is a different thing. So
yes.
On that point, are you been out on the road? I know I think your album said you're you recorded that with a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
But is it normally just you and the guitar?
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just me. It's a little easier to travel that way. Plus, it's with the guys. They all have they have day jobs.
Yeah. Yeah, we see this a lot. It's that opportunity. It's easier if it's one person in the guitar than anything else.
It gets a little lonely on the road, but
yeah. Well, I suppose it does depend on where you are and who you're with, I suppose, as well at the same time. And it's I get that completely. But is it also a good place to try and get ideas from new material? That's something. How do you write is what I'm trying to get to. Some people go on the road and they say, I'm playing what I'm playing and that's it. I don't want to think about anything else until they get back.
Right.
Other people just find the whole road trip, a complete creative, landscape really. How's it with you?
I don't have like one specific way to write. There are a lot of things where like I'll have ideas and then when I'm on the road, like I'll flesh them out and then use them in shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Depends really. A lot of my stuff is it's a little more like dark and in your head kind of stuff. So a lot of it, I guess, probably comes from driving around by myself. But yeah.
And in terms of material, how there's a I suppose there's a drive no pun intended, to actually sort of release smaller batches of material now. But so there seem to be people in two camps, basically, either a 5 or 6 track EP or a full-blown album.
Yeah.
Where do both work for you, or how's that?
My first one was only 6, and then my next one was like timing-wise full length. I'm more in the full length camp because my stuff's not really. I find that the quick releases work great for people that when it's like a one-off song, and I like kind of the whole experience thing. So like I sell, like most of my album sales come from shows, and stuff like that. Over the digital stuff because it's usually my show that people latch on to.
Well, that's the beauty of it, isn't it? And I mean, there is, there's a mouth to feed at the end of the day, and gas too. But so from that point of view, then, in terms of recording, have you got new material? Do you then showcase your material? Do you road test it? From that point of view, in front of audiences. And then at what point are you at in terms of new release?
The new one, I just recorded this past weekend.
Really?
Full length. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So timing's perfect from my point of view. Thank you.
Yeah, you lined that one right up.
I wasn't sure, but there you go. No, that's good. So that's the recording piece. So when are you looking at a release for that, roughly?
Probably either October or November.
Oh, cool.
Because we're gonna push to vinyl.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
And that takes a little time.
Well, it does, but also, I mean, I think we saw that Sony, of all people, has actually reopened vinyl presses.
Oh yeah,
first time in 20 years.
Okay.
So they've, clearly, is there a demand? The answer is yes. Tick box, really.
Yeah. Well, didn't they? I think past year, vinyl outsold CDs for the first time in a long time. Which CDs are also kind of most people going digital, so you got to take that with what it is, but I'm still a physical. I like the CD or the vinyl. It has to be that way for me. Mm-hmm. And you can look at everything.
Well, there's more. It's I don't know. It's just it's tangible. You can feel it. I am a complete junkie like that, and it's the sad thing because of course the house doesn't necessarily have all the room for that. There's another story about that afterwards. I shall tell you off camera. We go through with vinyl, and there you go. Just talking about the collaborations with people, but you've also had a collaboration with Five Paddles Beer. So this and I'm going to have to try and get it wrong. Tell me, was it a coffee vanilla stout?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that has all of the words in it that I think are important in beer.
That's what I thought. They're like, hey, do you want to do this? I was like, fuck yeah.
But it was, and Five Paddles are out of Whitby, yeah?
Yes.
So it's, but that's for me, again, that's fascinating, just how that comes about. But it wasn't just the beer, was it?
No,
because that would just be too easy to create, a themed beer.
Yeah.
Did you? How did that work? Was it obviously it was you on the front of it? But did you? What sort of creative input did you have? Obviously, you may have had to taste some of it at some point. I'm guessing.
Well, they approached me. They said there was a brewery that tried what we did with the label up in like Northern Ontario a while ago, and then like kind of did a slow run, and they heard about this, and they're like, Rory, we really want to try this. Would you be interested in this? And so, what they approached me is they found somebody who would print a song, and they had some sort of like vinyl cardboard hybrid that you could push a song into that you could put on a record player, and it would play after it. But it's the label on the beer, and they're like, would you be interested in this? I was like, yes. Yeah. No, I don't want to do that at all. That sounds like an awful idea.
It's fun. It's innovative. There's beer in it. Let's go for it.
Yeah, and then so I figured that was where the my part would stop. It was just the music, but I've been good buddies with them for a while. Like I used to live near them, and then that was my brewery of choice to go to, and I was in there one time on the road, and I was just talking to them about it, and they're like, so what kind of beer do you want to do? And I was like, we're going this way. Okay. I was like, I like a stout. And he's like, cool. What about coffee stout? I was like, this sounds awesome. Let's throw something else in there. He's like, yeah, vanilla. I was like, yes, let's do that.
And that was it.
Yeah, and then they invited me to come help brew it too, which was awesome.
Oh, that's just okay. So I brew beer as well.
Yeah,
yeah, and I'm sort of the Darth Vader. I'm the dark side when it comes to sort of brewing beer. So,
okay.
So anything sort of porters, stouts.
Oh, okay.
That's that side of it. That rocks. So
right.
yeah. So we have some more. I'm growing hops.
Amazing.
Of all things, I know it was.
So
we're trying to tell the neighbours not to cut them down because they're not weeds.
Yeah, it's not weeds.
So, exactly. But we're growing. This is the second year as well, so it's a bit weird that we actually have hops growing in a backyard in Ontario. That's awesome. Well, in Toronto in particular.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit mad, but that's just us. Fun. Yeah, it is. And just to I know you mentioned it there briefly, but just to really nail it, this is a beer label you can take off and play on a record player, right?
Yeah.
And that is just so brilliant in so many ways. It really does. The whole thing just really rocks. And I'm so impressed. So I actually picked it up and showed some of the guys this morning before it came out. So that's how impressed I was.
Nice.
And talking of mad, what we're going to do, we're going to cut this in there, stop this piece here and go into the speed round of doom.
All right, hold on.
Right, okay, yep. Beer refuel.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
First answer that comes into your mind. It can be anything. You can pass
badly
if you really want to.
Okay.
Right, on the road, so this one might actually go. Which pizza would most clearly describe your personality?
Burnt.
Burnt hops, burnt pizza.
Burnt with like weird shit on it. You're just like, what? There's French fries on this pizza.
Yep, that's the main. The next one is, so there's a space program to Mars.
Yeah.
Okay, and allegedly it's only one way.
Yeah.
And celebrities didn't have a great year last year, or this year, to be perfectly honest. So we're going to give you a list of people to pick to go up.
To go and not come back.
Yep, to go.
No.
Well, hang on. We'll just say they're going to Mars. Okay. Because we'll avoid the cruelty.
Okay, that's fair.
The question before was, which one of the following would you like dead? And apparently that was a bit bit rough. These are going on a space program to Mars.
Yes, space program to Mars. Okay.
Right. Van Morrison, Johnny Rotten, Kanye West, Bob Dylan, Sting.
Sting.
Right. Fair enough. I'm not even going to ask why. No. Okay, so there's going to be a fight.
Okay.
The two combatants are, one, a silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
Or two, 100 midgets with knives. Which one comes out of that victorious? 100 midgets with knives or a silverback gorilla?
Oh my God, I'm getting the animation in my head.
It does that.
I'm gonna say knives.
Knives. Excellent. Okay, cool.
They got the upper hand.
They do. Well, yeah, this one actually I think is a slightly different one. I think this may depend on quality, but maple syrup, overpriced or overrated? I
don't know. I've seen it made, so I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I get it. I get why that's that expensive.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I'm going to stay overrated, though, because I don't love it. It's too sweet.
No, right.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Lots of people go, well, it depends what grade. I don't care.
Yeah,
It's one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two answers.
It's just it is. Now, this is going to be a bit searching. So how would you describe yourself? High maintenance, low maintenance, or the high maintenance, but think you're low maintenance?
I'm low maintenance.
Low maintenance.
Sure.
Fair enough. This is
my wife might tell you differently, but.
Right. Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, we need like to sub her in here, get the Skype going.
We're asking the wrong person then, right?
Probably,
okay, fine, fair. No, I think I would have the same thing actually. Penguins or scorpions?
Penguins.
Excellent. And I know you're coming from Ottawa, but this question is: which vegetable? You can have this describes Ottawa. Which vegetable best describes Toronto or Ottawa? Depending on you can. So if you had to pick a vegetable, what's the first one that comes to mind?
I don't know. The garbage strike just popped into my head for Toronto. So I'm thinking a tomato somebody threw somewhere. I don't know why that just popped in. A vegetable. Okay. Ottawa, I'd say broccoli.
Right.
Green and different in the middle. Toronto, let's go with bean, because it's this big thing and there's little pieces inside of it.
Nice. Like it. I like it. Excellent. That is superb. And that brings us, you'll be delighted and relieved to hear, to the end of this.
To the end of the lightning round.
So we'd just like to thank Rory, obviously, for his time. Details of all of Rory's credits, details in the credits, rather. Thanks to George, again, from Factory Girl, for putting up with us.
Yeah.
Many thanks to Yestin and Angelo for filming. Subscribe to the YouTube link. Details of the DCC site will be in there. Until next time, thank you, goodbye.
That you're born, they give you a number. Might as well imprint it on your face. And they plan your whole life out for you and expect you to join in their rat race.